Hello world, this is ComputerHeat. Got a 2v2 that I just pulled off the COH2.org replay section. Match between Crazyman and dbmb, who I think used to go under the name Raz, and playing against Dusty and Lemon. So, if I am right about Raz being dbmb, then he and Lemon and Dusty are all clanmates, actually. So let's get the Fog of War turned off and watch this one. Crazyman, I probably faking the tier 2 down there, which actually, it's a nice trick, but it doesn't really actually work. And we'll see what's happening over in the base for Lemon and Dusty. So I know that Lemon has some pretty interesting strats. I've had him on the show before to talk about a different matchup, but when playing as Wehrmacht, he likes to do this like 3 machine gun, a whole bunch of pioneers, and a half-track strategy. And I imagine that Dusty is just going to probably do something a little more box standard to complement Lemon's MG Flamer spam strat. So we got double machine guns for Lemon, Grenadier plus another machine gun for Dusty. And what do we have over on the Allied side? dbmb just going for totally normal build. Same thing for Crazyman. Just going to try to flood the field with infantry. And I think that's one of the things that Lemon really likes about the machine gun spam strategy is you can, if you're good at controlling them and repositioning them, you can hold off flanks pretty well. The pioneers are cheap, you upgrade them with flamethrowers, they become quite deadly, and you can use a half-track just to keep up your map presence. And against the ambulance that the USF has, you really need some kind of forward reinforcement. I'm wrong, actually. Lemon is getting himself a Grenadier as well. So Dusty's got a second Grenadier in production. They just finished. His machine gun coming up as well. And it looks like we might see something a bit more normal than what I was predicting. First fight's happening on the left as well. Middle is being, capped without much incident. And nice flank over here coming off from dbmb, but it looks like the machine gun from Dusty has managed to catch all of those squads. Rifleman still trying to thread the needle, see how these machine guns are set up here. So very good overlapping arcs of fire, although this is maybe a bit excessively overlapping. Lemon's got the left flank covered as well, and he might actually be able to finish off this rifle squad if he gets really lucky. Looks like they're gonna get away. They stayed in the cover of that ditch the entire way back. Rear echelon squad holding up surprisingly well in this house. But I think they're going to have to abandon that soon unless they get some backup. Riflemen are sitting in the green covered trench. Meanwhile, at the top of the map, combat engineers getting up close and personal with the pioneers, and it looks like all of that is going to be all those gains that Lemon made are going to be sacrificed in order to hold on to the big house and the bottom side resources. dbmb's riflemen holding out gamely, but it's time for them to retreat. If he's really unlucky, he could lose this squad to a nasty flamethrower crit, but it looks like they're going to get away. And Lemon is about to be totally cut off from all territory sectors by Crazyman's four conscripts. Always a challenge trying to do these 2v2s. It's just a... Oh my god, early demo charge here on Lemon's. The exit from Lemon's base. Yes, I just think we'll probably see some sandbags going down from Crazyman so that he can keep vision on that point for as long as possible. I don't know if Lemon knows to expect this. It's a pretty... It's an unusually aggressive play. He's actually having to rebuild his pioneers. The first squad died, I believe, in the center of the map. Sandbags are up. I think I heard a rifle grenade go off. Nice flamethrower forcing the riflemen to move around. But they're getting focused. It looks like the machine gun's failing to suppress. There we go. Finally, the machine gun suppresses the squads. It's really nice to see the green cover actually is generally able to protect you from suppression. That has not always been the case. Game's lagging a bit for me. And it looks like Lemon and Dusty are coming to try to relieve the pressure on Lemon's base. Fantastic map control now for the allied players. What am I looking at? I don't even know what I'm doing. Combat Engineer barely escapes with its life. Tier 2 is up in Lemon's base, and let's have a look over at the other players. Just have medics over in the base for Crazyman. Haven't noticed anything yet for dbmb. He's got his captain, so he's going for a captain first strat. Kind of unusual, but I always want to see the captain first strat work. You see lieutenants so much because, well, the lieutenant's, to be honest, a much more obviously good choice. But we could see a pack howitzer. A Stewart would be fun to see, although it can be difficult to make that thing work effectively. Machine gun retreating back to base. I doubt Crazyman's going to pull the trigger right now. Yeah, save that for a better fight. The battle over this house continues. It's nearly destroyed, and the half track for Lemon is out. I don't think I've ever seen a wow. Both players have half tracks. I don't think I've ever seen a game with Lemon as Axis where the Axis team didn't get a half track. Conscript squad dies, and actually Crazyman's army is not in a particularly great spot, but he has built tier 2 and he's constructing tier 4 right now in his base. We have a look over at dbmb, who I want to call him Raz, but I don't know if it is Raz. Half track is up, and that's going to really let the Germans apply the pressure, keep up their map presence. Rifle grenade, nicely dodged there by Crazyman, who, you know, much respect for him as a player, but that name is just terrible. Alright, Captain putting a little bit of damage on the half track, but nothing that the Pioneers can't fix up. Retreat away from a rifle grenade, and Dusty looks like he's starting to upgrade his Grenadiers with light machine guns. Demo charge got tripped. I don't believe it actually caught anything. It doesn't look like not noticing a conspicuous absence of a bunch of squads, though the Lemon's half track has gone MIA. Major out now for dbmb, and Crazyman is building himself a Katyusha, so that should be really nice against all the support weapons, and kind of slowly advancing play that we're seeing from the German players. Also, Katyusha just kind of never bad. Nice to see the Minesweeper from Dusty. Saw that early demo charge, and honestly, if you've got a Soviet player with good map control, you need to get the Minesweeper. I feel like if you're playing against Soviets, period, Minesweeper is mandatory. Like, you cannot survive without one, because the mines and the demo charges are just so deadly and so easy to put down. Oh. Bazooka snipe on the Grenadier forces them to retreat, although I probably actually could have just walked back to the half track. Crazyman is the first to pick a commander. He's gone for the, what is this one called? Mechanized support tactics, so he'll be able to get guards and an IS-2, plus the bombing strike, which can be situationally useful. that combined with the recon flights from a Major, you can do some really nasty tricks. Oh god, the captain nearly blows up the house that he jumps into, realizes what bad shape it's in, and also that he's got a flamethrower staring him down, jumps out, retreats on back to base. So I've not seen any healing from dbmb. COH2 is firing its first barrage. Oh, takes down the house. Does a little bit of damage to the machine gun. Machine gun packs up to move forward, takes 3 casualties, but is able to reinforce immediately. So yeah, no ambulance yet from dbmb. Crazyman got healing a long time ago, and that's helping to keep his... you can see that reflected in the health of his squads. Nice to see the half-track can actually do a little bit of damage now. And Grenadier backup certainly helps that. Two packs from Lemon, plus a pack from Dusty to help face off the inevitable vehicles. Wow, snipe from the pack. What the hell? Whoa. That's some serious bad luck for dbmb, and some serious good luck for Dusty. So the Germans have got a triple cap against their opponents, and they're starting to roll back the Allied players. And the Allies don't have any kind... I feel like they need some kind of vehicles. A Sherman could be good. Pack howitzer from dbmb would be nice. But yeah, they're going to need the indirect fire to fight the packs. Or some very nice infantry flanks, which would be difficult with all the machine guns around. Oh, big rifle grenade. So they need some vehicles to help with the pushing. Shermans would be a nice choice. But losing these squads is really hampering them quite badly. COH2 firing once again. Gets a couple of good kills in the machine gun. Dusty doesn't seem to be doing much to try to get away from it. He packs up and moves his machine gun, but I guess I thought the Grenadiers would be safely out of the range. Clearly they're not. Lemon rolling forward with his half-track and his Grenadiers on the left side. Machine guns packing up to start moving forwards, and the packs are in a terrible spot. It's just extremely lucky that Crazyman doesn't have Molotovs. Could have lost both of those to one. Machine gun, if he tries to steal this, he's definitely going to lose the conscript squad. He might lose them anyway. Rifle grenade to try to prevent the steal, and some good blocking of the retreat path with the half-track, and the conscript squad is gonna die. Really nice play there from Lemon. So many rifle grenades. But you know, there's no vehicles around, so if you got your upgrades on your infantry that you want, you gotta make those munitions, you know, use those munitions to turn the battle in your favor. Very good machine gun placement from Lemon. It's something he's been doing pretty consistently throughout the game, is having his machine guns placed where they're going to be useful and also be safe. Now, granted, he has lost a couple. Looks like white phosphorus barrage coming in from Rifle Company. We had 4. COH2 follow-up could be absolutely devastating right now. But I believe that the COH2 is on cooldown. Yeah, it is still on cooldown. And Lemon just lost. He lost his pack, and he lost a Panzer Grenadier squad, I think. Finally, a bit of healing going up. A very forward medic bunker from Dusty. Since there's no suppression from the Allied players, there's not really a big reason to retreat unless getting just completely overwhelmingly flanked. But with good positioning of packs and good positioning of machine guns, the flanks should be easy to repel, and having a forward reinforce point plus the medic bunker would be should be a pretty good choice. There's another demo charge, but it looks like the sweepers are going to detect that. Probably see a rifle grenade fired on there. Although it looks like Crazyman just detonated it. Alright, this looks like the Katyusha barrage that the Allied players have needed to force off there, to force the Germans to reposition. One machine gun is out and out destroyed. Half-track takes a bunch of damage. Flamethrowers are going to do a lot of work on this captain, however. Captain takes 2 quick casualties, but the flamethrower gets destroyed, and actually the Pioneer squad nearly goes down. However, it's just a rear echelon squad, and, well, the Major was over there to try to push up. Pack howitzer, it'd be nice to see a barrage. Looks like there is a barrage that's going to be going in on this spot. Is that a barrage? Yeah. There is a fight happening on the left, too. You can see the suppression that happens with the pack howitzer and also the IG. Some nice hits from the pack howitzer. But still, I really feel like the Allies are going to need to push with everything they've got together to be able to take down just one side of the map. Crazyman definitely doesn't have very much pushing power in his army. He's got a single concert squad plus 2 guards. And dbmb, he's got some riflemen. They're pretty strong with their flamethrowers. But I really feel like what they need is a Sherman. He's got, okay, so he's got an easy 8 now. That'll be helpful. But it's still, I mean, it's not going to be as good as the Sherman with the high explosive rounds. They just really need something to help deal lots of infantry damage. Alright, there we go. Exactly. Oh my god! Oh, dbmb, I swear to god, has no luck this match at all. Nice white phosphorus smoke, but Dusty's already packed up and moved everything back. He hasn't got himself a command tank, and he actually picked the German Blitzkrieg doctrine a little while ago, which is a great one to use against, which has the Stuka Close Air Support Strafe, which is fantastic against Allied tanks. And the buffs from the command tank would be very good at this kind of slowly pushing forward defensive style of play that the Germans have been using. Easy 8 knows it can't get too aggressive. Those packs are still around somewhere. So, before I started cackling at the death of that rifleman squad with the flamethrower, one thing that's really nice to see is that dbmb has gotten himself grenades, which lets him throw down smoke, which can help push past the machine guns. Easy 8 goes down to something, I'm not sure what. Crazyman has an Su-85, which seems like I think the Allied player is just a little confused. There's not anything really for the Su-85 to shoot at other than this command tank. I mean, there's 2 half-track, yes, but those aren't really the threat. The threat is coming in the form of all the infantry and support weapons. Bit of a push happening on the left side of the map. Guards might be able to flank and throw a grenade on the machine gun, but the machine gun's actually switched positions, and this machine gun down closer to the victory point is going to be suppressing these 2 squads of conscripts. So it looks like one of them might get past. Lemon's packed up his machine gun. He's deciding if he can retreat it or not. He's moving it towards the other machine gun to try to get in within its protective arc of fire, but that machine gun is actually not quite facing the right direction. Grenadiers are coming for backup with 2 squads of guys inside it, so the combat bus is in full effect. Katyusha doing a number on the right side of the map, but it looks like this attack is actually totally failed. The captain is killed, drops his bazooka, gets picked up by the Pioneer squad on the left side of the map. Lemon's managed to fully reinforce, and he's going to easily be able to repel these grenadiers. Rifle grenade misses, but the guards are sent packing. They even drop one of their DPs, leaving them with just a PCRS. And, oh, they do still have one of their other DPs. Another guard squad coming in on the flanks, but command tank is more than a match for them, even in its even when not in the best of health. Grenade goes out on the machine gun. It could be nice. Doesn't really do enough damage, and yeah, that's the end of those guards. Half-track is destroyed by the Su-85 and the stolen pack, but can the Su-85 even get out of here? The anti-tank strafe has been popped, and that will certainly do enough, but it's actually targeting these riflemen and doing a bit of friendly fire damage to the pack. Pack is killed. The tree does some bizarre behavior. And looks like the Su-85 has backed off to safety. Katyusha with 14 kills, nearly up to Vet 1. Still has it's been doing good damage every time it's fired, but it just hasn't really been enough. I'm so glad I caught that. Very nice. So in the past, the pack howitzer got double damage from its from Vet 2, which basically made it always do the barrage, which is what it's doing right now. Why the particle effect looks a bit different. That got changed a little bit ago. I guess it was just decided it was unintentional behavior, though it was one of the few reasons to actually get a pack howitzer. Oh, there's a nice hit. So, I was listening to Lemon talk a bit about how to use the pack howitzer in the IG most effectively, and he was saying that you don't really want to use it like a mortar, where it has to fire over obstacles. You want it to have a direct line of sight as much as possible, and be, well, not close to the action. But you can see how effective it's been just the last few rounds it's fired. Granted, there's certainly an element of randomness to that. But when it doesn't have to arc over objects, it tends to connect a lot more often. It used to do that even more. But, yes. AT grenade damages the engine of the command tank. And the anti-tank strafe is preemptively popped, I guess, to prevent the Su-85 from coming up and finishing it off. Dusty and Lemon are both have lots and lots of manpower and fuel. Well, at least lots of fuel at their disposal. Lemon is, no, excuse me, Dusty is teching up the tier 3. It's amazing to me that they've both been in tier 2 this entire time. It's very, very low tech. Come on, show me his tech. Damn it. Dusty's actually taking quite a beating. He's lost all of his infantry. Oh, where's that Katyusha falling? Yeah, quite low tech from these players. Lemon's gotten himself a Tiger. Picked the Lightning War Commander. Probably just so that he can also have the Stuka close air support. And the Tiger is just the icing on the cake at that point. Have a look over at Dusty's army. He's got his command tank, he's got his 2 machine guns, plus a pack and a squad of pioneers. And he's upgraded to tier 3. He still has lots and lots of fuel. He may go straight to tier 4. Yep, so he's going to build himself tier 4. Maybe get a Panther, a Broom Bear, anything out of tier 4 would be fun to see. Lemon's machine gun runs on back to base. So another advantage, oh god, they're having a party. So pioneers have, why is there there's no off map coming down, no Katyusha, nothing, all the munitions are spent. Riflemen can't capitalize on this ridiculous conglomeration of weapons they've managed to find. Packs doing tons of damage, force the Easy 8 to back away. Thankfully for the Allies, the tank strafe is just a little unaffordable at the moment for the Germans. Yes, but the Pioneers, they have their vision buff, so they can see a little bit farther than most other units. And that makes them quite good for recrewing things like packs and machine guns. So another synergy of using this strategy. Oh man, the Katyusha's totally missing. There we go. There's a nice hit. Really should have been a much better barrage than it was. Just bad luck there. Look over on the right. The command tank's got plenty of juicy targets to shoot at. Imagine we'll see an AT grenade fired on it. Here goes the AT grenade. It either didn't fire or it bounced. I don't know what happened over there. Oh, this lack of indirect fire is pretty bad. Clearly, Crazyman is holding out to get himself an ISU 152. He's just been struggling for resources for that for a long time. And Tier 4 going up in the base for Dusty. He'll be able to afford almost whatever he wants as soon as it's done. Certainly in terms of fuel, in terms of manpower, it could be another minute or so until he can. Something big just blew up. What was that? Probably an easy 8. Yes, down it goes. That anti-tank strafe is something to be feared, especially as US. There's the pack howitzer. Wow, I can't believe the ambulance actually survived a strafe there. So the Allies are in a really bad spot in terms of VPs, but they are actually managing to push out a little bit, taking the right VP. They're still getting really just pinned down by these machine guns. Katyusha's firing over on this blob of all of Lemon's stuff. Still, Katyusha, no vision and firing from max range, fails to connect. Tiger's not in particularly great shape. This pack needs to change direction. It's starting to rotate. There it goes. Looks like it may be able to get off the shot. Wow, it actually finishes off the Tiger. Tiger goes out of control. Here comes the anti-tank strafe. Looks like it's missing. No, it does manage to connect. Initial PSU-85. The Crazyman has enough resources now to call in the ISU-152. Pack is charging into enemy lines, trying to hit the command tank, I guess. This seems like a bit of a suicide mission. And the Allies are just throwing everything they've got to try to capture the territory. Capture the victory point. 1 point is white, but I don't think these riflemen are really going to be able to take it. I mean, they're suppressed, and even these pioneers can finish them off at this point. They're forced away. Lots of damage done by the command tank over on another squad of riflemen. Panther has arrived. 10 points left remaining for the Allies, and I think this game is about to be over. GGs are called, and that is the end of the match. So yeah, there's a good powerful double austere strategy for you. I don't have a whole lot more to say about that. I could speculate about some counter picks. One thing that's actually quite nice against lots of support weapons and lots of packs is the Soviet propaganda artillery, as it can just force packs to retreat all the way back to base. So if you were shaking your head wondering what the Allied players could have done, I think that's something to try out if you find yourself in a similar situation. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this cast. It was a nice short and sweet one. Excellent play, in particular by the German team. Some good, really good early aggression. Almost got the early knockout. The Allies did. Yeah, that'll wrap this one up. So, bye-bye, folks.